Good morning everybody, welcome to Thankcraft. It's Friday. I'm Kelly Singleton and I'll be with you for the next hour to show you some fabulously festive waterfalls. Now I'm not on my own, we will have a very smooth show because Emily is on the producer's desk, and then the guest with me today has got the absolutely fantastic nails, and also she is one of my favourite demonstrators here, not just an okay demonstrator, or you know, she's going to do some amazing cards, so I bet you will know who that is already. It is Kat.
Good morning. It's put a lot
morning.
of pressure on me today. I'm like, oh God, I want to hide under the desk.
I know, sorry about that. You'll have to, they can't be just average today, Kat. You're going to have to do some amazing
Well, I have got a
ones.
little bit of crazy up my sleeve today, so.
Oh, we like crazy on a Friday.
Just depends whether you like it or not.
Absolutely, I'm sure we will. Let us know how you are this week, what you've been getting up to, and we'll show you what we've got on the show. First, let's run our Win It Weekly question. So this week, 3 lucky winners are going to win our adorable Scorable pattern packs for, oh gosh, these are quite heavy, quite a little workout for me here on a Friday. And so you're going to win all 6 of them, which is an amazing prize. There's absolutely tons of cardstock in there. I don't want to do the math for you, but there is 24 sheets in each pack. So I'll let you work that out yourself. But this week, the question is, why do Olympians bite their medal? Is it A, to check it isn't made of chocolate? Is it B, to make sure it's genuine? Or is it C, for luck? I've never thought about this before.
I thought it was because the photographers wanted them to do it for a good picture.
It could be. Is this your first show this week? So
it is, yeah.
That's the first time you've seen this question too. Oh, I'd like to pick A, because that's what I'd do.
Yeah. But that and B are quite similar, aren't they?
To make sure it's genuine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, so let us know your answers. Please like, share and comment, and we will announce the winner at the end of the show. I'll give you some reminders before the end so you know before it is finished, before we pick the winners. And this week we have got an amazing Throwback Thursday for you. You might have seen yesterday on the email we sent out. It is a card toppers variety mega buy. So there is 15 random card topper sheets here, and it's a complete mix, but it's going to be just full of different toppers, speciality toppers, some decoupage ones, all 300 GSM, and it is 70% off. So that's just a complete steal really for all these, and I think it's something as a crafter that is just easy to put away. You can come back to these and grab them when there's a last minute card you might need to quickly whip up.
Look at the price.
I know, that is incredible.
£6.75. So the RRP of these is over £20. I'm sure it's £22.50. But yes, £6.75 for them. And that offer will only be available until Monday. So if you want that, just quickly grab them while you can. But shall we have a look at today's VT? How lovely were those card makes? So some of you will remember the first time we released our Wonderful Waterfalls collection, and they were incredibly popular. They sold out. We had to get a reprint. I've checked this morning on the website, and we do have one of the original collections left. The Waterfalls for her have sold out though, unfortunately. But today we are bringing you the Festive Wonderful Waterfalls. So if you've not seen this concept before, what it is you will get each collection. So there's Classically Christmas and Fabulously Festive, and each one will make 24 waterfall toppers. So you can see on each sheet it will include 3 designs, and you can see that how the designers have laid them out so you know how to work your waterfall topper. And also we've got the instruction sheet there, so that shows you exactly how to put them together using the mechanism sheet. But we've also got a video on our YouTube channel, which from last time, which will give you any hints and tips of how to use these. And so let's just have a look at some of the designs. So this one on the Classically Christmas is more your traditional. We've got some lovely snow covered scenes, got some beautiful robin there, a couple in the snow. and these festive rich tones here, just lovely. And the sentiments, of course, all match. So when you can pull them out and leave the last one as a sentiment. Kat, can you mix these up, these toppers, if you wanted to use, like, do they have to go in this order, or can you swap the order
No,
around?
you could put them in any order you wanted to.
Yeah.
Some will make more sense in the order than others if they've got, because some quote bits of poems and Christmas sayings and stuff, so they'll go in order.
Yeah.
But other ones you can easily mix and match, definitely.
And we've got some lovely cosy scenes here. I love these ones. And then a more traditional scene there of Bethlehem, just really nice. And these are the coordinating sheets here that you apply your toppers to, but I will let Kat in the demonstration show you more about that. You can easily see which ones go to which because the colours will match perfectly. So that's just £11.99 for that, and you get 2 of each design. I've not got 2 here because I wanted to show you each one, but you'll get 2 of each design. But if you wanted to get this collection and the Fabulously Festive collection, you can get them for £19.98, which will save you £4 when you get them both. And I know from doing my own Christmas crafting, not everybody who you send a card to you'll want to do the same style. You might want to do a more fun, contemporary one for one person, a more traditional one for others. And if you're like me, I like to save my favourite ones for my favourite people. Do you do that, Kat?
Yeah, doesn't
Oh, we do,
everybody?
don't we? Everybody does
Yeah.
that. Yeah, let us know in the comments if you're a bit sneaky with your Christmas crafting and you're like, oh, not keen on that design, that's going to that person. Because that's what I do. Oh, they've annoyed me this week, you're not having the nicest one here. But this is our Fabulously Festive collection. So more of an elegant design, there's some more cuddly ones and slightly more, for the young at heart possibly. Yeah. So we've got a lovely nutcracker there. I think that one is my favourite. I really like it. And we've got some cute little animals, a cute reindeer. Again, the patterns as well on the backs of these are lovely. So when you pull the waterfall topper, you'll see just how there's no pattern that's left behind. Some lovely stylish baubles there. We've got some floral garlands and wreaths, and just look at those cute penguins. And you can see they're all foiled as well, so you just pop them out, and then again we have the sheets for you to put them on. But let me show you some of the cards to give you a real feel of how lovely these actually are and how easy they are to use. So we've got here, and you just literally pull the tab. It's Friday, everybody. Oh, what do we do if Emily wasn't here? So as you can see, and you can see as well the quote as you pull it along, Christmas creates wonderful memories. Have I done this upside down as well? Have I?
That one's from the top, isn't it?
I'm going to have to go home, everybody. Right, I'm going to do this one the right way.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that, smooth. So they're so easy to use, and as well, because they're just the toppers, you can put these on whatever card shape you want. You could do all sorts of projects. I know Kat says she's got a slightly crazy one coming up, so have you?
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to see. And you can also use them with some of the papers that I'm going to show you on this show, which you might have already had a little sneak peek of, which are amazing. And I'll just show you some of our Fabulously Festive ones as well, so you can see that cute little, is he a polar bear?
Yeah.
A little polar bear there. It's very nice. I think it's just a lovely idea, isn't it? It's when you're creating a card and you can add something a little special like that, and it doesn't take forever to create, and it's not overly complicated. It just makes it look like you've put so much thought into that card that you're giving to somebody. I love the sparkly baubles there.
Kat's mother said, imagine my dilemma, I have to make a Christmas card for Kat, no pressure then.
Oh God, I would absolutely not like that. I bet, I've never thought about that. I bet people are really nervous, Kat, to give like people like you cards.
I don't know.
I might just have to buy you one because you wouldn't be able to. Well, this one is very fancy. So this is by Rach in the office. So she doesn't want just one waterfall topper. She wants 2. Love it. Well, there we go. Oh, have I got it stuck? No, there we go. And last one, just look at those papers behind. So nice. But Kat, please will you show us expertly how to put one of these together?
I will.
Thank
yes. Right. Okay. So for this, I'm going to be using the lovely Festive collection. I'm going to be using this beautiful Peace Joy Love down the centre here. So I'm going to pop out my base that matches. And you'll notice all three of these are slightly different shape to match the three different shapes of toppies that we've got. So it's the square one I'm using here. And I am going to use this today and pull out to the right. And as you've seen on all those cards, you can use this in any direction. So the classic waterfall will be from the pulling down from the bottom. But as you've seen, you can pull out to the left, you can pull up from the top, and you can pull out from the right. You've just got to place your toppers on slightly differently. So I'm going to be pulling to the right. So I'm just going to give my folds that are in there a good bend. And then I like to use red liner tape for this because it's the best. Oh, have I any scissors?
Oh, did I steal them before?
I've got some scissors.
Just coming right up.
Thank you. Yeah, because they're only held on a little bit. You want to make sure that they are really well held on, and the best way to do that is red liner tape. So for the bottom one, I'm just going to go up to the score line.
And could you use your scoring tool as well to score the lines?
The lines are already pre-scored in, but if you want to just double check
Yeah.
and just make them extra crisp,
yeah,
you can do that. These have just been so well designed to give you that fabulous wow effect on a card, but they're so easy to do and put together. So I'm going to pop out my toppers, and I'm going to keep these in the order that they are on the sheet. So I want my season's greetings last. Joy, then love, then peace.
Tracy, I've just seen your comment and it says, what are those scissors? Where are your rainbow scissors? Have you fallen out? No, Tracy, let me tell you, we haven't fallen out. What happens is we all steal the rainbow scissors in the office and we just take them, don't they? So whenever anyone gets a new set, they just go. We've got little mice in this office that steal things.
We had 6 pairs of them in here.
Yeah.
All gone.
6
Oh,
pairs.
wow.
So if they go out of stock on the website, it's because we've got them all hiding in the office.
So I'm just popping the toppers on, and obviously I'm turning them round so they match the way that my waterfall's going to pull, and I'm just placing these, the left hand edge right up to the bottom score line. Give it a good press down each time. Ooh, nearly went wonky with that one. Okay, and then just to secure this in place and make sure the mechanism works, on the bottom of this sheet you also have a little band. So just pop that out, and it's all in the matching cardstock. And you just want to pop a little bit of tape onto the corners, well, the edges you can see sticking out from the band that's on the mechanism already. You don't want to tape it underneath, obviously, because your slider won't work. So we just need to make sure we've got a bit, but because we're using the red liner tape, it's going to be lovely and safe and secure.
Remember, if you want both of these collections, it's $19.98, but if you log in, if you're a club member, you can get both for £18.98.
And we're just going to pop this back on top, just pressing down where it matches on those 2 tabs. And hopefully, a little bit of magic and a little bit of luck, we've now made our waterfall. Now you can see with this one that it's sticking a little bit. It just means that my crease isn't. So you can just unfold it out and fold it back in again, and it'll work better that time. So that's our basic mechanism made, and what I'm going to do now is add some ribbon at the bottom. Now there is a pre-punched hole here, but because I'm using slightly thicker ribbon, I'm just gonna go over this with my hole punch just to make this slightly bigger. This isn't my really crazy card, by the way, in case anybody's wondering and thinking, oh god, I'm not quite sure that that's what I would call crazy.
I'm very intrigued to see your crazy make today.
Well, I don't know. It took me a while to come up with yesterday, and I really like it. So much so I sent a picture to Natalie and I was like, oh, do you like him? Do you think people will like him?
Did she like it?
She did, yeah.
Oh, good.
And I've gone with a really thick ribbon here. Just gives it that bit more of a wow effect.
Yeah, I didn't mention that backgrounds have little holes that you can add your own ribbon to. You could put twine, I guess, could you?
Yeah.
You can put all...
Or you could just, if you just want to leave it as a pull tab, you could just stick a gem on there, or...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right, so I'm now just going to set that aside while I make the base of my card. So I'm going to take an 8-inch card blank. I'm going to make this an 8x4 because it really suits the layout of the way that we've made our waterfall go. And I'm going to cut it to 8-inch by 4-inch, but with a side opening. And I love how many different cards you can make just from all our bases. So as you can see, that opens that way then. It's a little bit different. So mat and layer this up. So I'm going to start with a gold base because it's gold foiling that we've got on our design. So we cut this to 8 inches by 4 inches, so it'll perfectly cover the base of our card.
Kat, your nails are very summery today. I love them.
They are. I was surprised when I opened this pot of just how vibrant it was, but I've got used to it. I really like it. And then I'm just going to cut a layer from our beautiful duo design pads. You're just getting a little sneak peek here. This is the Winter Days and Soft Snowfall, but they do match with all these waterfall toppers beautifully. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in another sheet that's it's from the same collection, but it's just in a slightly lighter colour, and I'm just going to cut a few little 1/4 of an inch strips, just so I can add a little bit of pizzazz to the background.
Oh,
make my own background.
Nice word, pizzazz.
Yeah, pizzazz. So I'm going to cut 5 of these.
When Kat's demonstrating, I just watch the screens and don't look at the comments because I'm like, oh, what's she doing now? But I've just had a look through, and a lot of people this morning are saying they think the answer to our Win It Weekly question is B, to make sure it's genuine.
Yeah. Well, I thought about it afterwards, and I was like, well, to be fair, you've just won a gold medal. How much more luck do you need, really? So I'm not quite sure luck's the right answer, but I don't know. So I'm just taking some of our super, super skinny tape. Don't think you could get much skinnier than this. And just running it across the back. I just like to give it a good press down, sure it's in place.
Jackie Bradley, I love this comment. I dare not buy anything more. I've got 6 orders at the side of me, and I've just ordered one more.
It's always the way, isn't it?
It is always the way. I think we're all like that here, aren't we?
Yeah. So I'm going to bring back in the base that I cut. just going to add some stripes across in the contrasting colour, just to give it that little bit of extra pizzazz. Now I'm going to place this one roughly in the middle, and then I can just build up the designs either side, and I'll trim off any excess afterwards. But I find it easier doing this way than then trying to cut, and then if you just cut a little bit too small, you're kind of done for, and trying to peel paper off paper with tape is never a good outcome. So it's easier to cut a bit longer and then trim to size.
Ash has informed me that the Multibuy is absolutely flying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like people are already on this. I remember as well the first one was hugely popular. Let us know in the comments if you got our original Wonderful Waterfalls and if you'll be getting these ones.
So I'm just going to finish this off by infilling. My double-sided tape never wants to come away when I'm on. There we go. Here. And you don't have to be too precise with how you line these up. It's just to give you that slightly, it's not a 3D effect, but it just gives you a little bit more dimension to your card. And as you can see, I'm just trimming away these ends. And then we can just add this to our pre-cut mat that we've already done. And you can see on the back, you get a sneak peek there of the other lovely papers that are in this pad.
Emily, our construction glue is in Super Savers this.
It is.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
If you just saw Kat then, just using a little bit of our construction glue, you can grab this on our Super Saver deals, which are on until Tuesday. I think there's an amazing multi-buy there where you will get 6 bottles for just £8.99. And we all know how much we use construction glue here in the office.
It's a great time to stock up while they're at those prices.
Yep.
Okay, so we've just created the base for our card. So now I'm going to add this onto my card blank. Now when you're fixing this to your card, you want to make sure that you're only taping down where we've added that band there, or again your mechanism isn't going to move. So again, I'm going to take the red liner tape and just run that the full way across. And because it's Friday, I'm going to be a bit fancy and put this on a jaunty angle.
Oh, nice.
So just give that a good press down where you know that that band is at the back. And then if you go back to your topper sheet, you've got a matching top sentiment at the bottom of the toppers. And I'm going to bring in some foam pads. Just cut that to size. And again, just copy the angle of what's already on there from me to you, and then simply just finish with a few gems. And it makes really simple cards really fun and really interesting without very much hard work, but looking like you've spent ages putting something really
I really like
fancy
the size,
together.
the size of that card too.
Yeah. He said, you just slightly pull up, down.
Oh, I love it.
There we go.
I Thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
I've just read another comment as well, which from Judith, that says Hunky Dory have surpassed themselves this year with their Christmas collections, and she's just ordered A Child Is Born, which I know maybe our designers Alan and Jen might be listening, so it's nice for them to hear that when we know the collections go down really well. So let's move on to the stamps out also with these festive Wonderfalls. Wonderfalls? I've made a new word. Festive, I'm not even going to say it, it's gone. So last time we launched these, we also launched the Festive Waterfall Stamping Essentials. So what you get here is the plain, it's probably too hard to see, but the plain toppers that you can then stamp onto to create your own waterfall toppers. So you've got circles, you've got squares, and then a more fancy shape. I'm not sure what that shape is. And then you've got the mechanisms at the back with the different middle bits, so you know which one to attach. And then that just gives you freedom to create your own. You can stamp on them, add your own toppers onto them, whatever you want. But there is, and that's £7.99, and then there is 3 stamps here that Stacey has designed for these. Well, it might be Jen actually. And so you can shop our stamps as usual as £8 each, or you can get all 3 for £16. So we've got here is Twas the Night, which it builds a lovely scene of Father Christmas going and dropping the presents off. We've also got one which is building a snowman, so you can add a little scene of snowmen. It's got a sentiment, you've got little individual snowflakes to personalise those waterfall toppers with. And then finally this one is winter florals, and so you can see here just how you can build up those different I can never say that word, poinsettia, and some sentiments there. But I'll just show you as well what the team have made with these, so you can see, just pull it out slightly and the sentiment is revealed on the back. So that's lovely. So you don't have to go full colour with these, you can just stamp a bit, add a little bit to it. You can also use the stamps for the background, and here we are with those lovely winter florals. A few gems on there as well. And of course, don't forget when you're getting these stamps, if you want them, our stamping press is on Super Savers this week, so perfect to go with those, and makes it absolutely super easy for you to stamp your designs. But Kat, I think it's time for a crazy demo with these stamps. Is it time for a
crazy demo?
Absolutely.
Okay. I will go. Bear with me, because there's quite a few elements to this, so I will. I'll probably keep jumping back and forth. So I am starting with an 8-inch card blank, and I'm going to take 2 circled eyes, and I'm going to create myself a little shape. So I've gone for, I think actually this circle, the larger circle that I've got, has come from a stained glass window die we did last year.
Okay.
Because I wanted something a little bit bigger, but you could do it with just our nesting dies. And this one is the second one down from our nesting die set. But you could do it with smaller ones, it's just I wanted slightly bigger. And I've just snapped my nail off.
Oh no.
I know.
Are you, I like to guess what you're doing. Are you making a snowman?
I am making a snowman. I'm making a snowman shaped card.
Oh, really?
So don't worry, I'm not going to put these into the die machine like this, because obviously my dies are to cut over each other. I'm just using this as a template for my card shape and base at the moment. So, in fact, I'll stick this on the outside so I can go within it. And you want to make sure that at least the top one is overhanging the top of your card fold a bit, because obviously we need a join in the card, otherwise you just end up with two pieces. So I'm just going to draw inside these circles to give myself a template of where I should cut to get my snowman shape. You don't have to be too precise, because we are going to cut these circles then from card to cover these areas, so you've not got any raw edges on the front of your card. But make sure you draw inside the circle, because if you draw outside the circle when you die cut, the dies will be smaller than what you've cut here. So as you can see, I've just got a basic snowman shape on the bottom of my card here, and I'm going to have to take this nail off, so I do apologise for my ugly nail, everybody.
I remember, I think it was Natalie once who was on a show, and she was just going through all the amazing uses of construction glue.
Yeah.
And not to be tried at home, guys, but she actually stuck it back on with glue, I think.
I think it would if you left it long enough, but I've not got time to sit and hold my nail on it.
I know, I'm just saying, I think she did. I'm sure it was that anyway, because I was like, have you really stuck it on with glue?
I have done it before with red liner tape, which I might try when I have a little interval in a bit. And so we just cut away the excess. And it's so nice to do different shaped cards, just to do something a bit different and a bit fun.
Yeah, I like seeing interesting ideas too.
So it's still very rough because we're going to cover it with things, but you can just see we get that basic snowman shape to start off with. So I'm going to take a little bit more white ink. I'm just going to cut this so it'll fit through my die cut machine. And I'm going to die cut these two circles again. Don't think I'm going to be lucky enough to fit them both on one. No. I'm going to switch these over because I think that fits better on there. Yeah. Ooh. And I am treating myself to one of these machines today.
I was just
being payday.
I was just going to say we've
resisted long enough.
Yeah, everybody likes that one, don't they?
It's really, really good. Now, there's been a few times when I've been demoing, I'll pop in the morning, I'll say, I just want to run this die through the machine to see how well it cuts, whether I need to do a shim or anything to let the, but it's never, ever, ever failed me. It's a cracker.
When's your birthday, Kat?
My birthday's December.
Oh, I was going to say, could you wait for your birthday, but no.
No.
Get it now.
I don't mind, trust me, it's that good that I don't mind buying it myself.
Do you guys watching at home ask for craft things for your birthday? Do you have lists that you just sneakily pass to your friends and family, or do you just say, oh, I really like this, and hope that it just magically appears on your birthday?
Hints don't seem to work for me.
Do they not?
No. He'd be so scared of getting it wrong and buying the wrong thing that he just wouldn't bother. He'd just be like, you get it and I'll give you money for it.
See, I like to give and I don't just mean like a list with 4 things on, a list with probably 20 plus items.
Oh, wow.
So that people can just pick and choose then. I'm very demanding when it comes to my birthday. And this year, I know last year, me and Marie will be back very soon, which I know you who have watched the shows for a long time will be looking forward to that. We share a birthday week, and last year with Anne-Marie on maternity, I got that birthday week all to myself. And now I think she's back on birthday week. She's just done it so that we don't, I have to share.
Oh,
I don't want to share.
How very dare she.
How dare she?
So I've just taken one of our ink pads, the Periwinkle, and I've just coloured the edge of those 2 circles just to give it that more snowy kind of look. I'll bring back in my card blank, and I'm just going to stick these on and this will cover up any of those raw edges. And again, you could do this on the back as well if you wanted to, but for time's sake today I'm just going to do the front. And it just gives you a neater edge to your card, and it'll also cover up our flat top Ed.
We've got some good birthday comments coming through. Tracy said, yep, hubby goes on the site and shouts, what do you want? He's a keeper.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
And then Jane has said, my other half just says, you have this much to spend and I come on hunky-dory. So yeah, we like these,
these are
husbands
good ones.
here.
So that's the basis of our card blank now made. So now what I'm gonna do, I've just noticed, is I'm just gonna trim this edge so we've got a nice flat bottom for it to stand up, if I can find where I've put my scissors.
The ink pads as well, guys, if you just saw Kat use, was it Arctic Mist, I think?
It was Periwinkle.
Periwinkle, sorry. These are all on a deal for our super savers. You can get any 6 for £9, which I think makes them £1.50 each, does it? Yep, thank you, Emily. Yes, which is an amazing saving for those ink pads. So you can mix and match. There's hundreds of colours. You can also choose from our shimmery ones too.
So in the interest of time, because I know this is a fiddly demo, I've pre-popped out the circles from the elements sheet on our stamping sheets that you get with this collection, and I've inked the edges of these, and I'm just going to take this beautiful polar bear building a snowman set, and I'm losing all my materials because I've got so much going on for this one. I'm just going to pop that on there, and I'm going to use the momentum ink for this one because I'm using my alcohol markers just to add a little bit of detail to these. I'm not fully colouring them in, but just to give them some depth. And these just fit so perfectly into all these shapes. So we start with the polar bear, but rolling his snowball. And now he's doing the head.
These stamps are so cute.
They are so, so cute. And I love the snowman on them, and that's what gave me the inspiration for the other one. So I'm just going to take alcohol markers. I've got 451, which is a nice icy blue colour, a neutral one. And I'm just going to use the blue to give a little bit of detail to the snowman in progress and along the snow. And this is the beauty of these, they don't actually take that much colour in for you to get the idea of what you want to do. So I'm just highlighting. And if you're unsure where to place your colour, I'm not sure, was it Stacey that designed these? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, Stacey might be watching. It's either Stacey or Jen will have done these.
Yeah. Well, they put these lovely little sketch lines in that just, if you just follow them with your colour, you know exactly where to hit. And then go for the neutral for our little teddy bear.
As well with the stamping essentials to create your own toppers, you can use stamps that you've already got in your collection.
Of course you can, yeah.
And make your own little design. It's almost like creating a little flip book, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You can create a little
And
theme.
of course you can use them independently as well. You don't need to put them on the waterfall element. You can use them, make a little like quad little picture up, or
yeah.
so you can see I've just added the tiniest amount of colour, but it just really makes them pop out from the background. And I've pre-done the last two, so you can see we've got the snowball head going on, adding his accessories, and of course finishing with the little nose. So I am going to now trying to remember everything I need to do for this. So I'm going to take the one that's for the circles, And on this one, I'm going to be pulling it upwards.
Alan is watching the show, and it is the wonderful Jen Francis who's created these lovely stamps.
Oh, beautiful.
So I know we haven't met Jen Francis yet, but we are excited to see all our designers that we've not seen for such a long time.
Absolutely. Now, what I want to do with this, because I need my pull to be longer, I'm going to make an extension for it. So if I just take my ruler, I know that this is just over 1.5 inches. I'm going to bring in some silver mirroring. I know what I'm doing at the moment all looks so random, but it'll all come together at the end, I promise.
I mean, it's getting a little technical for me now that you're adding an extra to the pull.
But trust me, it's worth it in the end. So I'm just going to this over my 1.5 inches. And then I'm going to cut a little bit extra, a layer for this as well out of some spare ink me that I've got, because eventually when I get round to that part I'm going to place a stamp sentiment onto this part, so I need it to be done. I'm getting to my usual desk syndrome at home where I've got that much going on, I've nowhere to put anything.
Is your desk here tidy?
It is at the moment because I've just moved.
So it's
We've had a little rearrange and I've just moved, so it is, well, it was this morning when I came in. Whether it is now is a different matter. So just cut off any excess. And then I'm going to place this over, and I'm going to use my red liner tape so I know it's nice and secure. And if I fit that to the bottom of this arch,
Shelley has said, I'm looking forward to the end result. So
I hope it's worth the wait.
It will be.
Just it took me a long time yesterday from my initial idea to where I ended up figuring out all these little bits and pieces. But I didn't give up, and I think the end result is pretty cool. So I thought I'd share it with you.
Yes, absolutely. So I know your mum watches the shows, doesn't she?
Yes.
And so, is your mum a crafter too then?
My mum's about, well, she's a crafter, but she's a very extremely talented artist.
Oh yes, of course, yeah. I do know this. There's nothing that she's not turned her hand to over the years, and I wish I had her talent, but unfortunately, alas, no. Well, you've obviously got the artistic side from her.
Yes, I've obviously got a bit of something in my own way, and I like to think I've got like good colour theory, and I think that's been passed down and stuff. But like when it comes to drawing and painting, she's extremely talented. My mum used to design stamps as well at one time.
Oh really?
Yeah. But she does pet portraits at the moment, and they're absolutely beautiful.
I have who watched this show. I might have mentioned previously that I like cats.
Do you like cats?
I mean, not a huge deal. But I have bought my two little cats little Dicky Bow collars.
Oh.
Oh, I can't. I shouldn't say these things in front of Emily because we work together too much and she'll just make fun of me.
Oh.
But
no, that's cute.
But
I've got 4 cats.
too.
You know I've got 4 cats.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, 3 crazy cat ladies this morning.
So for the reveal for this one, I'm kind of doing them slightly back to front. So I'm starting in my top one as my last one I want to show, because it's the big reveal, isn't it? Building up to a snowman. Let's make sure I get these all on in the right order.
I don't want to be building a snowman anytime soon though.
No.
I need some more sunshine.
It's been crazy this weather, isn't it? How it goes from one extreme to the other. Okay, so put the last one down on the bottom there. Okay. And then, as we did with the other, I'm just going to secure this in place. You also get your banded pieces on this set.
And just, I know you mentioned before, but what are the banded pieces for again?
They're just to secure your waterfall, your pulling mechanism into place.
Yep.
And also, once that's on, that's what you use to adhere your waterfall to your card.
Yes.
Because otherwise, if you take this to your card, obviously it's not going to move.
Oh, yep, of course.
So you need an anchor point.
Oh, we've got some, I've started a good thing here. Emily's laughing because she can see the comments. We've got some other crazy cat ladies in the comments. Yes, Emma, you can join the Crazy Cat Club. Absolutely. It's the best club there is. That and crafting.
So we have extended that. So now I'm going to add this, I think at this point, to my card. Yeah. I'm trying to just double checking I'm not missing any steps along the way.
So remember, if you want these guys, if you want the actual festive Wonderful waterfalls, you can get both collections for just £19.98. So that saves £4, but if you're a club member, sign in, get them for an £18.98. That's an extra saving there, and we know these are flying already. So if you want them, you've got to be quick with these.
So now you can see why I've extended this bit, because otherwise it wasn't long enough to pull from the top of my card.
Oh yes, I can see.
But I'm going to... What do we put on a snowman? What does a snowman have to have?
Definitely has to have a woolly hat.
He has to have a hat, doesn't he? Yeah, I think we're going to go for a top hat. So I've just taken more of our nesting dies. I've taken a smallish rectangle and one of our squares. And I'm just going to corner punch the top of his hat. Oh, no I'm not. I've picked up the wrong punch. There we go.
Is he going to have a carrot nose?
He might just well have a carrot nose, yeah. And I'm not going to use the full length of it. I'm just going to put that in place and then snip. And then this is going to be our tab pull for so his little hat's going to lift up and work our...
Oh, I get it.
Do you get it? Do you get where we're going?
I know I'm slow, but it comes eventually. Oh, Tracy has said, love everyone's demos. You're all such a talented bunch. Yeah, right. I agree.
So I'm just going to leave that to one side to dry for a moment. And what I've also done, like I said, I've done a few of these steps in advance because I knew it was going to take time. I've taken my next size down nesting circle and I've cut that out of the ink me again and just ink the edges. So I'm just going to add a little bit of foam pads to the sides here. So we just need to make sure that we're not going to interfere with the mechanism. So I want to make sure they're out on the outer corners, and this is just going to cover up any workings and let us build up our snowman face.
This is going to look so good. I mean, if your boys see these, they might want you to make also so many more, so they can send them to all the school friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can see me doing that. 3 boys in 3 different schools. Yeah, I could see me making, what, 90 of these for the fun of it.
You best get started now.
So we just place that in centrally, and that covers any mechanism up. And then we're going to place our hat, just using a little bit of, again, red liner tape on the top here.
Kat, I don't even know how you've thought of this idea.
Crazy crazies. Then we just place that on top there, so we know it works as a hat, covers that bit, stuck to the top, and then when you lift his hat up, look at the photo.
I love it.
So what I'm going to do now is you get a sentiment on your stamp set. So I'm going to use this also, then it's also got a reveal. Speaking of my mum, I know we were a bit back, it's only just triggered with me. I think my very, very first introduction to card making was when I was 4. She made me a card to send to the telly. You know, they used to do the reveals on breakfast TV.
Oh,
and I was upset. There was a programme and they had a machine on it called Bertha. Big Bertha. Oh, dropping everything. There's my ink. And she made me a card. And it had something very similar. It was like a toy machine, and things used to come out of its mouth.
Yeah.
And she was like the first one that ever sent one in that had a pull out that came down, and I think it had a picture of me on the pull out, and that never clicked at all yesterday. But as we were talking of my mum and talking of this, it's quite fitting.
What's your mum's name?
Hazel Taylor.
Yeah. Okay, if I see any comments pop up.
Okay, so now we've got that bit. It's doing just the fun bits of making our snowman. So I pre-cut a nose and coloured it in yesterday. Sorry it's taken a while. I think he's worth it.
Yeah, definitely worth
I'm just
it.
going to stick him under our top one here. And then out of a bit of craft card, 2 little twiggy arms. So again, you don't have to be too precise with this. I just cut up then cut a triangle away, and then just cut a few little twiggy bits.
Everybody's loving this already. Lots of lovely comments.
I do worry because there is going to be a point when I run out of ideas to show something new. Like, no.
Oh, Shelley has said, I really didn't think anything would make me smile today, but this has done it. Fantastic card.
Thank you very much.
So did you just draw that little carrot?
I did, yeah, I just sketched it out. I'm sure you could get a template off the internet and coloured it in with our Prism markers. Ooh.
I think you've got to have patience, haven't you, when you're using the very thin tape.
Yeah. But I certainly wouldn't be without it. It lets you do lots of things that you'd never normally do. You wouldn't be able to do without it. So we stick your little arms on. And we'll just finish with some eyes. I think we'll stick one little button at the bottom, just to give that illusion. And give him some little eyes. And here we don't laugh at me. Just move these out the way. And here we have our little Frosty the Snowman.
Oh no, it's out.
Oh no. Casualty.
Need to give him a name.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, but everybody, what's his name in the comments? Let us know what we should call our little snowman. Kat, that is ace. I absolutely love it. Thank you.
It's the nose.
Everybody is loving that. Fantastic card, so effective, brilliant ideas. And that was her crazy demo. We knew it was going to be good.
The next one's not exactly normal.
Oh, I didn't know. We've started something now. So we're nearly at the end of the show, but I've still got 3 products to show you. We have also released some more duo design pads. So we know how much you like these ones, and we've got some on the website already that aren't Christmas, but they are a 2-in-1 pad. So you get 2 designs here, and there's 48 pages, and they're all double-sided. So let's just have a look. So here we've got all wrapped up and festive foil. So the wrapped up is this way, festive foil is on the reverse. So I'm going to try and see if I can just, am I going to get it right? I don't know, let me see. If I do it sideways, yeah, there we go. We can just flick through some of the patterns here. So this one, I think it's quite luxurious. Like if you imagine fancy wrapped presents and all that sort of gold effect there, it's really coming through. And behind each of the patterns there is a coordinating foil side, which is like a printed foil in the colour of the pattern, so you can mix and match these together. Of course, there is 4 of each design there. It's just so nice. Out of the 3, I love this one. I think you can just use these papers for all sorts. They add an extra little bit of luxury to your cards. You could make little gift tags out of them. I mean, if you've even got a super small present, you could use that to wrap it in and add a little bow, and it would just look amazing. But all these pads are £9.99 each, or you can mix and match and get any 3 for 2, which is an amazing deal, because I know there's going to be, I know that, oh, is this Emily's favourite one? So this one is our Winter's Day and Soft Snowfall. So you will see on here just lovely wintry covered scenes. We've got lovely trees here. So I'll do it this way for that one. And on the reverse of these, we've just got some lovely soft snowfall in all the different coordinating colours. Lovely icy tones. Oh, that's just beautiful. And the blue, like blue hues and purple hues. Got some greens in there as well for the snowfall. And we all know from Christmas crafting just how much we all use snowfall effects. Such an easy background too. There we've got a lovely deer there in the forest. It's just so Christmassy. I think I just really like that image there.
Charles Dickens Christmas, isn't it?
Yes, it is, like out of a storybook. It's lovely. So this one might be a firm favourite of yours. I just love as well it's just ever so slight, but the hues there in the sky, it's so nice. So you could use each page, cut into it, make your own topper, put it on top of a card blank straight away, and there you've got like a ready-made design. Our last one is Christmas Cuties and Delightful Dots. This is super, super fun. So many patterns in here. So, and just fun patterns as well. So for all those cards you need to make for children, the grandchildren, the designs are here. But also you can use these pads as well for crafting with the kids. I think they're a great idea just to get out, start snipping into, make lots of different designs. And they're very fun, and I know I'm not showing you the top here, which is like the beautiful polka dot patterns and all those quite bright colours. So I know the other one was quite muted and icy, but this one is bright, it's fun, it's vibrant, it's got those, I'm not sure if you can tell them there, I thought at first they were little Christmas puddings, but they're not, the little chubby robins. That's me at Christmas, a little chubby robin. We've got a little Santa there, and of course we've got some naughty little elves, Christmas elves, and that's with some yellow, beautiful yellow polka dots. here we've got quite a scene, so you could cut that, you could make 4 bookmarks there, you could use that scene on the bottom of a card, you could cut into that. And I know it used to be quite a fashion to make tiny little mini Christmas cards. You could do that with that piece easily. Just show you some more of these designs, and of course as well with this one, polka dot is always a handy pattern to have. It's not exclusively Christmas, you can use that with anything. Look how good that is. So £9.99 each, but we know that you might like all 3, so they are 3 for 2. And Kat's going to make another demo with these.
I am, so I'm setting myself out. Are we ready?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I am starting with a 7-inch by 7-inch card blank, but again, I'm making another shape card because I got the book yesterday. So this time I'm making a Christmas tree. So I want a nice triangle shape. So I want to find my centre point, which is 3.5 inches. So I'm just taking the ruler and just marking that. But then I want to come out 1/2 inch either side, so I know I've still got a nice anchor secure point at the top of my card. So from this point out, I'm going to measure down to the bottom corner of my card. I'm just going to line this, and then you can cut these either with a craft knife or you could just use scissors, but I'm going to use my trimmer because I know it'll go through both pieces of card. And I know it doesn't come to a true point at the top, but of course, what do you put on top of a card? You put a star, of a tree,
Okay.
You put a star, so we're going to cover that bit in a moment.
And all these papers in the paper pads as well are 150 GSM. So really versatile. You can put them through the dye machine, I'm guessing, at that
Oh yeah,
weight.
absolutely,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to cover this with our construction glue. And I want to get as close to the edges as possible, but a nice thin layer and a good coverage. I'm going to take in this beautiful green glimmer effect to give us our tree, and I'm just going to place that on, making sure it's all covered.
Last chance to add your answers for the Win It Weekly question, everybody. We'll be picking the winners very shortly. Why do Olympians buy their medal? Is it A, to check it isn't made of chocolate? Is it B, to make sure it's genuine? Or is it C, full look? And then we will pick the winners in the next 10 minutes, Emily?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
And I'm just going to glide round edges of the card with my craft knife, and these papers cut so beautifully with the craft knife.
I think out of the 3, that the all wrapped up and festive foil is my favourite.
Okay, I can just take that away now. And it's starting to look a bit more tree-like. But I'm going to add some more of these to work perfectly as tinsel. So just a lovely little bit of freehand cutting. So I'm going to start by just cutting a wavy line to get one edge, and we can discard that. And then just try and follow your wavy curvy pattern. Do one, and this is going to be, I'm very thingy with my Christmas tree at home, very colour coordinated. It's got to match the living room colours and all that. This one's going to be a little bit more fun and vibrant.
That'll be my tree then. Anything goes.
Does anything go?
Absolutely wild looking.
And we'll just do the same with a bit of, I'm now going to call it tinsel because that is what I am making it.
Are you a real tree or an artificial Christmas tree?
I'm an artificial because I've got enough to do in life without picking up needles and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my Christmas trees, and I just know.
Yeah, I can imagine. I think that suits you better then, so that and you
Yeah.
can put everything neatly. It's spaced out better,
Yeah, I
isn't
can
it?
put my branches exactly where they are and
Yeah.
stuff. I wouldn't be very good with just the tree wanting to do its own thing. So I'm going to take a little bit of PVA glue, if I brought some in here. And I must have a little bit of scrap card hanging around I can just spread this out with.
Jules, I agree. Mine wouldn't look like that if I did that. I know she's just done that so easily and made those perfect little wiggly lines. I'd still be on the first one, I think.
No, it cuts so beautifully that you, trust me, you just having a little wiggle, a little wave, you'll be fine. I had to laugh. I saw an article, I think it popped up on Facebook, on one of the daily TV show kind of posts before, saying, is it too early to be starting Christmas? And I was like, too early? You've been doing it for 2 months.
They obviously don't know about this industry,
know.
do they? I always get a really wild looking Christmas tree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like to get like quite a short but really bushy one.
Yeah.
And we go every year, and my husband, we'll fall out. It's meant to be a lovely time together. And I'm in there, he says there's only so much time you can look at trees, and I must be in there for ages, but you've got to pick the right one.
See, that would be me if I did go for real, because it'd have to be up to my exacting standards, and I just don't think I'd ever end up finding one. So I'm just trimming off the excess, and it just gives you that effect on there. So now I am going to go to our other beautiful pad, the Christmas Cuties and Delightful Dots. And these, I think you said it when you were showing them, they just lend themselves so well to like wrapping papers. So
Yeah.
I'm going to make some presents for the bottom of the tree.
Oh, nice.
So to give this a little bit more sturdiness, I'm just going to pre-cut a bit of white card and then stick the paper to the top, so it makes it a bit stronger for when we add it to the bottom. So for this little present, I'm just doing 3 inches by 1 inch, but I have pre-made some others, and you'll see how I layer them up shortly. So again, I'm just going to go with my construction glue.
I think it shows as well with these pads that you can definitely be a bit more creative. So
Of course you can, yeah.
yeah, and if you've got an idea of a different sort of shaped card, just snip into these designs and layer them up and just create whatever you want.
Absolutely. You've just got so much freedom with paper pads to do
Yeah.
whatever you want. And the beauty of these, okay, the Christmas papers are definitely Christmas, but the dots on the other side you can use any time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the same with like the glittering metallic-y one. So then I'm just going to bring this back, and I'm just going to snip just a little bit along here and add some of my skinny tape to give us that ribbon effect. Couldn't think of the word then. Just to make it look a little bit more present-like.
I absolutely really love wrapping presents.
Do you?
Yeah.
I used to, but
Oh no, I set an afternoon aside, put a Christmas film on, and I go all out.
You're good at it.
Oh, amazing. If I say so myself. Last year I put little cinnamon sticks and some foliage in the ribbons, and a little like dried orange segment.
Oh,
And just for my, as you know, I've told you I do cards for special people. I do special wrapping paper for special people. So I stamped some designs onto just some craft paper, only coloured a tiny bit in, and they look so good.
Oh, it is. It's so much fun. I had a friend that wrapped all hers in tinfoil one year. But I thought, why has nobody done like decorative tinfoil? Because it would make life so much easier because it just does it itself.
Yeah, it would.
My boyfriend did that for me.
Yeah, it's definitely a man thing, isn't it?
So, as you can see, I've just made an arrangement of present shapes. So with a mixture of glue and foam pads, I'm just going to add these on. And again, it just gives you a bit more fun down the bottom of your card. But these papers just speak so well to little wrap presents. You could do a whole like kind of present card. You could make your card look like one big present. Okay, so I'll bring in my foam pads. Just to give some dimension. So they're all at different heights, like they're stacked in front of the tree.
Let us know in the comments which pad that you're leaning towards the most. I think everybody's going to be making little Christmas presents now after seeing this.
I'm just going to double this one up on the front so it stands proud of everything else. So you can see how it's coming together. We've got them at the bottom of our tree now. So now we'll just do our little star. So I'm going to bring in our two of our small stars from our nesting die set. Back with the die cutting machine. And I'm going to try and be handy and cut two at once. So I'll cut a little bit of gold for my larger one. And secure that. And then I'm going to take the gold from our paper pad to do a slightly smaller one.
Putting those through the die machine.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly say that Question you.